In May 2011, Jacob Oulanyah was elected Deputy Speaker in a contest against Aru County's Member of Parliament, Odonga Oto of the FDC. In his acceptance speech, Oulanyah said he would execute his role diligently, a trait he asked his fellow colleagues to emulate and put in practice.
That my role as Deputy Speaker will be to execute with utmost diligence all assignments given to me by the Speaker. This standard should apply to all of us when executing whatever assignment we will get as members.
While concluding the year in 2016, Jacob Oulanyah did not shy away from expressing his dissatisfaction with the less than stellar performance of the House.
We must be discussing all those things that affect the ordinary person, the life of that ordinary person. We should be able to make provision on things that can improve on their lives. Politics does not put food on anybody's table.
He also noted that the members had spent more time discussing political issues than those that affect the livelihoods of the electorate. This he partly attributed to a transition from the 9th to the 10th Parliament.
And of course a transition parliament, like a transition year of a new parliament like this, always has challenges. It's not a parliament that is continuing with the business that it already has. But that has been corrected because a lot of bills now has been brought back and the committees are now beating out the issue to see that when we come back, they'll have lots of reports and bills ready for discussion, and then we move on with what we already have. There's been a shortage of business.
3 years later, Oulanyah spoke tough during the climax of the presidential anti-corruption walk, where he blamed the vice on the leaders themselves.
The corrupt are our grandparents, the corrupt are the society that we live in. Mr. President, we are all corrupt. Unless we take this from our own front lines and extend the frontier to cover other areas, it's a waste of time. It's a public show for nothing. I come because it's a public show, but deep down I know we are going right back to practice the same damn corruption that we claim to fight.
And at the end of a decade as Speaker of Parliament in May 2021, Oulanyah said without hesitation that he was going for the top seat, nothing more, nothing less.
I've stated earlier, I said I'll wait upon the party processes. They have just said, I think yesterday, they announced the procedure for doing it, expression of interests. We'll follow those procedures and leave this matter in the hands of the party and its structures to make determinations on what they need to do. So there's no magic about this. It's a public office. It's not Oulanyah's office. So since my term is ending today, I'll leave it for the next person who is coming here. Because for sure I'm not coming back here. that one is for sure. Okay?
Following a stiff competition between him and his predecessor, Rebecca Kadaga, Oulanyah was announced winner of the majority vote of the members of Parliament, and less than a week later, he took oath of office as Speaker of Parliament.
We should learn to sharpen our arguments rather than our voices. 3, tolerance and mutual respect. We should agree that no view will be suppressed. All views will be received with tolerance and given fair treatment based on known facts and reason. We must play to overrule intolerance.
In June 2021, Oulanyah made an appearance during the budget reading, and that would be the last time he was seen in public. He returned more than a month later from what was later revealed by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, to be sick leave. He was flown to Nairobi for treatment at the time. His return to Parliament was a call for celebration of life. Nonetheless, Oulanyah accused some members of Parliament of hypocrisy for what he said was pretense in trying to find out about his health.
Now I'm away for a week, 2 weeks and a half. Oulanyah, actually are going to demonstrate. Let's stick to standards and principles. People hold prayers for sick people. Others hold parties for sick people to die in this country. Really? And you leave your home, your wife cooks for you breakfast, and you eat. We are going for Oulanyah today. Where is he? We are told he's dead. Oulanyah is on oxygen. Please, let's return to humanity. It helps. We are one people.
On 24th July, he was welcomed with ululations as he made way to chair the first substantive plenary sitting since his election in May 2021. He demanded a result-oriented debate from the members, setting new ground rules for the plenary.
We will not speak if you have not done research. It must be evidence-based. The era of gambling with speeches are over. We want the people, when they read the Hansards of this house, they read it as an authoritative document that can be quoted by researchers and students.
Jacob Oulanyah had hardly served a year in his 5-year term as Speaker of Parliament, a position he had long anticipated to hold. Nonetheless, his mark is made.
The next 5 years of Parliament should not be like the last 5 years. There are things we must change. Whether I am there or not, there are things that should change. And there are many. We have to restore public confidence in this institution.
The servants who have failed. Okay? There's no need to cry.
Walter Mwesigye, NTV.
Which floor? Down.